Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. This is a reading for February 2019 for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus of sign of Sagittarius. Having said that, if you found this at a different date, it may be that the messages are meant for you at the time you have found them. Divine timing has weird and mystical ways of getting the messages to you when you need them. Cross watchers are welcome, more than welcome. I feel they come from a place of concern or wanting to do the right thing by somebody, so I have no issue with cross watchers as long as it comes from a place from love. Readings can have role reversals within them, so if I'm saying talking about another person and you feel that you relate more to that than the actual Sagittarius line Sagittarius, then absolutely it could be that that other role is in relation to you. Likewise, if you're a cross watcher and I'm saying Sag, you're like, well, actually that sounds more like me at the moment, so it could be that that is your role. Spirit has mystical ways of letting us know what we need to hear. Sorry, I'm just going to have a quick drink of tea. Clear my throat a little bit. It might be that you want to say something. You need to clear your throat. You need to say something, Sag. If you are, just another bit, if you, please do not make any major life decisions based purely on a divination reading. Please get the relevant business, financial, medical advice if appropriate. Do not base everything solely on what the tarot cards tell you. You also have free will. You don't have to do anything that is told to you. You have choice to do as you please. If you follow the advice, great. If you don't, that's entirely up to you. You are an adult. You have your own choice and conscience and your own inner compass to follow. I think that's everything. I thought there was something else, but there's not. Oh, the cards that I'm using are Mystic Mondays Tarot. To me, these are really fiery cards. So the fact that Sag, I think Aries, it was cool to use them for Aries as well. Okay. Let's get this reading started. Let's cut the cards ready for the Sagittarius read for February 2019. Have a look. Wow, everything seems to be pretty good for you at the moment, Sag. Happy home life. Financially stable. You're all confident and in a place where you are happy. You've had the Ten of Pentacles come out. It's all your money all lined up nice and safe. Stable, solid foundation financially and physically. So you've got your home all set up. The world, are we looking to travel maybe? You are full of wanderlust, aren't you? Could be the completion of a cycle. You've finally worked on everything you were planning to. And you've also got Judgment, which normally comes before the world, but this has come after. So maybe this is like a time for karma to come into play for you. Let's see a few more cards. Maybe you're assessing the fact, yes, I've got everything I want, but is it actually making me happy? You've got your home, you've done your travelling, and you've had the Devil reversed come out. Is there something you're tied to, some vice you have that you've overcome or trying to overcome? I mean, the Devil normally is addictions and codependency, it can be. Emotional crutch. Have you worked on yourself? Okay. Okay. So you've had the King of Cups come up upside down. Normally the King of Cups is quite an emotionally stable guy, makes sensible decisions on life, emotion, on a soul level, making good decisions. Without it, he can be quite stroppy Are you acting out for some reason? Have you quit smoking or something? And you've got the Ace of Cups. It actually came out sideways. So I'm getting that you're not feeling quite yourself. You're not completely depressed and hating yourself and entirely happy, but it's like you need to work on loving yourself a little bit, Sag. You just feel a little bit unstable. And I think because they came out like this, it's like the fact that you're unbalanced is blocking you. You're feeling a little bit like, to me, the Ace of Cups is all about self-love, investing in yourself, looking after yourself, nurturing yourself, helping yourself grow. Now, you've taken all this time to build up a comfortable home, and you've taken all the time to go traveling, do a bit of soul searching, and you've come to a place where you're thinking, is this right for me? And if you're indulging in things that are not good for you, whether that's self-medicating, having perhaps more drinking than you should do, or picking the wrong people, suggests to me that yes, although you've given up a lot of the unhealthy things in your life, the thing you need to focus on right now is, yes, you've given up whatever it is. You need to work on loving you. Why did you have that crutch in the first place? If it's smoking, I mean, I had smoking for years and then quit about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. No, it was 5 years ago. And that was just replacing, it was a need to feel cool was why I did it. There was a deeper feeling. When I first started smoking, it was to fit in with everybody. The need to fit in, to conform to what people expect of you. So maybe the devil's come up because you feel you don't fit in with what people expect you to be. Does that make sense? You've been using something as a crutch to medicate a deeper problem within you, and now you need to work out what that is. Because once you work out what it is and you start loving on yourself and accepting who you are and loving who you are, what you stand for, what makes you tick. I mean, you've done all this traveling and setting up, and look, you know, you've got a solid foundation. To the outside world, you probably seem absolutely fine, that you've got it all together, but there's something that's not happening. Also, judgment is like a karma card. So maybe you've got unfinished karma from something, a relationship that you haven't quite got over, or yeah, I'm really getting a relationship that you've not quite got over, and you still question it, and it's always made you feel like, because that didn't work out, you've never been enough. If they chose someone else, they left you for someone else, or the person you wanted chose someone else instead of you, and that's always left a scar. So maybe you've used something else as a crutch, and now you're realizing perhaps that wasn't the right thing to do. But once you deal with it and get to the root of it, find out what the root cause is, you can start loving on yourself until your cup is full. And then once your cup is full, you can fully love another. And your emotions will be more stable, and you can be more sensible with how you send out your love, or who you share it with. Or, I mean, a king makes major decisions. He doesn't make light decisions, trivial decisions. He makes major life decisions. So the fact that you've got the King of Cups makes me think that maybe you're looking to commit to somebody and something is holding you back. Or you're looking to find the next big person and you want the big love in your life. But because of this past hurt, the karma from the past, you know, I mean, this is clearly whoever it was you were with. I mean, that cycle has closed out. The world is there. You're not with that person anymore. You're not with that person anymore. That's ended, but the karma is still hanging around. So that relationship's gone, but the karma is still sat there. It's triggering you. You want to make this big commitment that you probably made before. That you've made before with someone else, and then that's not worked out. That's not worked out. And you need to learn that this person that you're with isn't the same person. The person you were with has left you feeling like this. Not quite enough. Not quite yourself. Or maybe the person you're with now, you feel like you can't be your whole self with them. So if you're with them and you feel like you can't, like you're masking, pretending to be something you're not, because I'm not getting major vices as such with this one. You're not going out and cheating, you're not, you know, it's not heavy drinking or drug abuse, or, but there's some sort of crutch you've had and you've used it to avoid making a choice. I mean, usually the decision's a choice. You've climbed that staircase. Out. That way round, it's out of hell, isn't it? You've climbed up out of hell. If you believe in hell. I personally don't, but there you go. So you've got the Ace of Cups, and obviously you're working on, you need to work on yourself, because once that's the right way up, this will turn the right way up, and you've got stable emotions, and you can make that, you can offer that full cup. You've grown up. This isn't a prince, this isn't a princess or a page offering a cup willy-nilly with hope and optimism. This is somebody that is looking for something grounded, something that they can grow with, expand on. They want to build an empire, a kingdom. You want to build a kingdom with somebody. But at the moment, you're just not in a place where you can offer that to another person. If that's a person you're with, then you're not ready to offer them an engagement until you've dealt with the issues from that breakup. You may not love that person anymore, and you may not be with that person anymore, or think that you're going to be with that person anymore, or any of that. That cycle has closed. It is done. That ex is not coming back. The person you're with now, or will be with, you need to focus on that. But whatever is going on is triggering those feelings when you last committed to somebody fully. When you hit this stage with somebody, and it's left you not sure where to play, whether you want to get engaged, whether you want to get married or live together, whatever. It's left you a little bit bruised and a little bit broken. Yeah. And not yourself. The King of Wands. See, the King of Wands to me is Sagittarius. She might be a bit more Aries. But you're not yourself. When you're at your best, you're that way round. But at the moment, because you're not fully confident, self-confident, you need to build your confidence, because when you are, you shine. This is a confident, driven leader, committed to what they want to do, where they want to go. Look out to the horizon of where he wants to conquer. Where will he expand to? But at the moment, until you work on that, you really need to work on what you're passionate about within you, for you. Yep, you've got all the kings coming out. You're good with money. Tangibly, physically, financially, you're good. That dapper suit. You've had 3 kings in a row come out. Externally and tangibly, physically, you are good. You can nurture others. You're good at nurturing others. You're good with money. You're self-sufficient. You can even help others financially if it came to it. You set down good roots despite your travelling. But you are just feeling a little bit emotional, a little lack of confidence, and you want to invest. You just need to trust. The universe has your back. She's about to dance off that cliff. Could be the worst mistake ever. So if this is that commitment that you don't think you're ready for, when the time comes, when you get yourself all together and confident, suited and booted, you can take that leap of faith with somebody. But first you need to work on yourself and what it is that is causing this blockage. So if it's the fact that you were with someone when you got to this stage before, you got engaged to somebody before, what is it about this stage with this new person that you're not quite sure about, that's left you unsettled? And you just need to exude the confidence that this guy does. He's confident. He knows where he wants to go. He's ready to settle down. The King of Pentacles is all about settle down, family, marriage, building a future with his Queen of Pentacles so they can grow together. Once you've dealt with the confidence issue, this will happen. I say he, by the way, when it comes to kings, and there are no gender specifics in tarot as such. So you can be a woman and exude this. But once you do, you will be ready to take that leap into the future with your person. Could be a Leo because of the sun. Could also be a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah. I get that the person you're with, you will commit to. I would not recommend a Valentine's Day proposal because I don't think you're there yet. And I would hate to think that you would jump into it for the wrong reasons. If they're pushing you for an engagement, maybe that's what's triggering. You feel forced. Why are they so desperate? Or maybe you're reluctant. Why are you reluctant? I'm drawn to this Judgment card, the Karma card. And if you look, there's this in the middle. This is your path. You're going through this door and up to this door. So maybe this is the next step. You have two towers there. Very similar. It's the same situation. One has the moon, one has the sun. They are the same, but ever so slightly different. The relationship that's triggered it is the moon, because it has all this mystical things that you can't quite work out. The cycle's ended with the person, but you've not really got the... I hate the word closure. I hate the word closure. With them, you've got closure, but with your feelings and how it affected you, you haven't. Does that make sense? So you need to illuminate what it is, because the moon is all about emotions, but it also, things can hide in the shadow in the moonlight. And you need to investigate what's in the moonlight so you can move forward in the sunlight. It's almost like this bit here, you're leaping off this bit here. You are with the sun. Your past was with the moon. You need to know what it is from the moon that you need to take forward, work on, and move forward into the sunlight with. There's a new dawn for you, so to speak, Sagittarius. Stop thinking about your ex so much. You're on the bottom of the deck, by the way. Sagittarius, temperance, balance, weighing up. Weighing up. You're weighing up between the past and the present. You're weighing up between an ex and a current thing, but there's nothing with the ex anymore. You don't even have contact with the ex anymore. It's the same, but they're different. They're set up differently. Multi-layers. One solid big lump. They're the same but different. And you shouldn't really compare your current partner with your ex. Because yes, they are similar. But your ex is probably an ex for a reason, Sag. And if that hurts you, that I'm saying that they're your ex for a reason, then maybe you need to assess why they're your ex. And whether you actually want to be with the new person. And also, as I said, the World came out, completion. And right after it was, sorry, I've messed all my cards up where I was showing you bits and bobs. Judgment came out after. So the World came out, which is the end of a cycle, the end of that relationship. Judgment came out after. Are you wanting to take a step back into the past, Sag? Maybe the reason you're having this duality, comparing the past and the present, maybe you're not completely over your ex. All contact with them seems to be closed. And you're pretty happy with where you are. I mean, you're all set up and happy. Do you need to take a leap into the unknown with the person you're with or the person from your past? Only you can balance that out. This is within you, Sag. And are you weighing it up between a water sign and a fire sign? Not quite sure which one it is. But you know you want that future with them. Either way, you need to work on you, look at you, make yourself confident, heal past hurts, because once you work on the emotions with regards to your ex, it may naturally come that you move forward with your current partner and take the next step. You have to be bold enough to take the next step. If you go on in a reflection and you realise you cannot shake these feelings for your ex, then maybe it's worth taking the leap of faith and contacting them and seeing where the land lies with them. If you cared that much for each other that you were going to get married, or you know, you were engaged, living together, whatever, if you felt serious enough with them, it won't seem so weird when you get in contact with them, unless it ended horrifically, in which case don't go there. But only you can make that decision, Sag. You either need to learn from what happened with them, deal with it, take the lesson, which, by the way, underneath you was, you've got the Hierophant, which is learning lessons. And you've got the Two of Wands, choosing your path to go forth. Which way you're going to go. Learn the lesson and then choose which way you're going to go. Only you can make that choice, Sag. Do I stay with who I'm with and move forward and learn to get over whatever that was with my ex? Or do I try again with the ex? Only you can make that decision, but there are lessons to learn. You don't have to commit to either, really. You just have to commit to yourself and your own happiness. Anyway, Sag, I hope that helps in any way. It's rather a long one. It's longer than everybody else. Why do you always get more of my time, Sag? I've noticed that. I don't know why. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that's resonated. If it has, please let me know below. I do like to hear when it does, and if anything is wrong, let me know. Like, if you feel there's constructive criticism to come forth that you'd like to let me know about, absolutely let me know below, because if I don't know anything's wrong, I can't work on it. Speak up. Speak your inner truth. I'm so sorry. I don't know where that came from. Speak your inner truth. That's obviously everything coming out. But yeah, I hope that you find an answer, Sag, and that you follow your heart and it brings you joy, because you should be the fool jumping off the cliff in the sunshine, and sun is all about joy. Follow where your heart sings. Love and light to you, Sag. I'll speak to you soon. Namaste.